Could you please share your screen?
Yeah.
Open your activity guide or go through the list of topics
Okay, Ravali.
and explain each and every icon.
Okay.
And over to you, Sudhir.
Thanks, Ravali. Is it my screen is visible, Ravali?
No, I'm unable to see your screen.
Now?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Today topic is that we have to create the application. For that, we have to do some particular task. First of all, while creation of the application, first we have to create the first we have to give some credential to log in the application. For that, we have to give the your login credential for the application. First, we have to give the EPM cloud URL. After that, we have to give the credential which was given by the client. For that, we have to go to the navigation part. Here, you have to give the credential. Then click on OK and close. And coming back to the documentation, here you can see while we're giving the credential part, here you can see this option will be shown in the application. Finance consolidation and close. After selecting that one, we can see these two options. One is the create a new application, another one is migration. This I'll show in the application in the navigation part. See, while giving the credential here, you can see the two options. One is to create a new application, and another one is migration. We have to select the start. After that, you can see the one form has been opened for create the application. Under that, you can see four options will be there. One is the general, another one is the detail, and third one is the feature, and fourth one is the review. Okay, coming to the next slide. Here, the next provide the application details and describe as the following name as FCCS, and description is a financial consolidation and close business process. This is not mandatory. If you want to give, you can give, and then click next. For that, I will go back to the application and I will give here name as FCCS, and I given as financial close cloud. After that, click next. Then the next page has been opened. See, after that, the next page will open. In that, you can see the detail page will be open. In that, you have to provide the number of month as a 12 months, and the start and end year should be in 2020 2029, and the financial month should be in January, and the main currency should be in USD, and the multi currency should be in enabled. Then click on next. Based on this details, I will fill in the application in the detail page. Here I given as 12 months for the number of months, and start and end year should be in 2020 to 2030. So for that I selected 2020, and 2030 is before only. And the first month and the financial year should be on January. Yeah, before only it was in January. And the creating the HYTT members is not shown in the documentation, so I leave the topic. And the coming to the other details, the main currency should be in USD. Yeah, here USD is there, and we have to enable the multi currency here. Then click on next. The next page will be open, and come to the next slide. Okay, after that you can see the feature option will be open. On that feature page, select the following option. Based on this table, we have to follow, and we have to select these members in the application in the features option. And we have to select these options like consolidation is to we have to enable, and balance sheet hierarchy should be in a traditional balance sheet approach. And coming to journal adjustment, we have to select yes with workflow, and manual gap we have to select as an yes with manual adjustment. Like this, we have to select the each and every point as follow as by the this tabular form. Click on the application, and here balance sheet, previously the consolidation part in the enable option, if you want to disable, we can disable, but based on the documentation we have to enabling the consolidation part. And based balance sheet hierarchy should be on the traditional balance sheet approach, and the journal adjustment we have to select as a yes with workflow, and multi-gap multi-gap should be in yes with manual adjustment. And intercompany, coming to intercompany, we have to select yes with tracking. And coming to the documentation once again, yeah, here CTA should be in under balance sheet, and the intercompany addition, intercompany entity aggregation should be in addition, and including ratio should be, we have to select the all particular member which was given in the application. We have to select each member on the application. And coming to ownership management, we have to select as no, and custom dimension. By creating this, we can customize. We can create a customized dimension. We can create 4 dimension. Under that, we have to create 1 dimension manually by giving the name as a product. And the translation currency input should be an enable, and parent input and consolidation input and supplement data collection, these 4 options should be an enable option. So we have to select the APM cloud. Under that, based on the documentation, I will be created the application. Include ratio and calculation should be, we have to select all the option, liquid ratio and asset management ratio and profitable ratio and leverage ratio. Based on the document I was creating the application, CTA should be in balance sheet. And yeah, and customer dimension, here you can see 4 dimension as is there. We have to select one particular, we want to create 1 dimension, that name is product. And other option is they didn't say anything about other option, so we can leave that topic. And the transaction currency we have to enable, and parent currency, parent input also we have to enable, and consolidation input, contribution input, and the supplemented data collection also we have to enable. After that, we have to click next. And coming to the next page, here, as you seen here, based on this one only, I have been created the application. I created the form. Coming to the next slide. Yeah, here then the click next and review the details on the review page. What we created in the previous in the feature, those details we will seen in the review part. By reviewing, we have to create the application. After the creation of application, the page will look like this. So I select the review option. Yeah, everything is perfect. By seeing all things, is it perfect or we want for it perfect, we have to check it. After it was correct, all the details which was given is correct, then click on create. For the creation, it will take approximately 15 to 20 minutes. Up to the time, we have to wait for the application creation. So we have to wait up to 15 minutes or 20 minutes. I think it will take up to 15 minutes to complete the application. We have to wait. Yeah, the application has been created. Then click on OK. Yeah, see here the application has been created. Coming back to the documentation, here adding a new feature, add a new feature using enabling the features. Overview, in this practice section you will learn add a new feature using the FCCS configuration wizard. And assumption is that you have to finish the activity 2.1. Yes, we completed the activity 2.1. And coming to the task, we have to log in with the credit which was given by the client credential. After login, open the application, and under application you can see the configuration option will be there. On that configuration page, click the enabling features. You will see one feature will be there in the as a enabling features. Click on that. After that, you have to, and before creating the application, we didn't we didn't select the ownership management, as we selected as a no. Now we have to select, we have to select the ownership management, and we have to pick the entity pickup and parent entity. We have to select those three options. Selection features. After that, we have to enable those options and create. And after the creation, we have to sign out the application and we have to sign in again. That's the process. I will show you in the navigation option. And click on the application and click on application. Under that, you can see the configuration option is there. Click on that, and enabling features will be appear. You have to select the enabling features, and here you have to select the ownership management. Click on that, on ownership management. Then you have to select the equity pickup and partner elimination, and click on enable. And for this one also, it will take approximately 4 to 5 minutes to create the, to import the configure consolidation. Consolidation is ownership management is nothing but it will create a member in a particular dimension, some of the dimension. For the creation, it will take some time, as up to 4 to 5 minutes. We have to wait up to that time. Yeah, successfully the ownership management has been added to the particular dimension, and yeah, successfully we added the ownership management. And come back to the documentation, and we have done this topic. We have to go to the next slide. Click on next. The third topic is that navigation for financial consolidation and the close. And coming to the third chapter, in this practice you will log into the FCCS application and come to assumption. You have the EPM cloud URL and log in the credential. Here also we have to log in with the which was given by the client. With that credential we have to log in it. After login, we have to select the application cluster. Under that you have to select the overview card. Under that we have to see, you can see the dimension option will be there. Under that you can see the which dimension has been held in the application, you can see in that option. After that, click on action to view the different actions in the is available in that application which was in the overview. Under action you can see this type of option will be shown in the application. Up to here I will show you in the directly in the navigation part. Click on go back, click on home option. Here you have to select the application cluster. Under that you have to select the overview card. Here you can see the dimension tab has been shown here. You have to select the dimension. These are the particular dimensions which was created in the application. Account and movement and period, consolidation, data source, currency, intercompany, multi-gap. These are the dimension part. And coming to the action option, here you can see these options will be created under the application. One is import and export. Copy data means we can copy the particular data and we can clear the data and we can validate the metadata and we can refresh the database and we can remove this application. And inbox and outbox explorer. And coming to the back to the documentation, I haven't shown these all option. And click on navigator icon. This option as a, we can see this one is a navigator, this symbol, and select the user preference under the tool and explore the options in the following categories. And click on the application and select the navigator and select the user preference. In coming to the user preference, you can see these preference will be there. One is gender and another one is display. In general means we can give them our details, name, or whether we can set a time, and we can put our photo at the alias table and display member label as well. These type of option will be available in the general, and we have here you can see display also. Display will be there, and notification. If we have any notification, we can generate any notification from here. And ad hoc options and user variables which we created in the user variables, those options will be we can see here, and we can report and we can print from here also. From printing, these options will be in the user preference. And coming back to the application documentation, after that click navigator, then select the service and under application review the status and click the home and icon to run the home page. Okay, come back to the application, click on navigator, click on service. These type of service these type of service the application will be give to us email notification, process supplemented data forms and system maintenance like task status updates. These type of options will be done by the servicer. And come back to the documentation, go to the next slide. And coming to part 3 overview, in this practice you will navigate the review and predefined components. To click navigator and select the dimension under the create and manage, select the account dimension. We have to select the account dimension. Under that, review the predefined account in the balance sheet and click the home icon, then select data. Okay, up to account dimension I will show you in the navigation option. Click on navigator. Under navigator, under create and manage, you have to select the dimension. Under dimension, you can see which we created in the preview. We have selected the balance sheet tradition approach, right? We have to select the balance sheet. Under balance sheet traditional approach, total asset, These are the predefined members which was created by the application. And coming back to the application and coming back to the documentation, then click the home icon, then select data. Under FCCS balance sheet, select the FCCS balance sheet by the period form. Then click then click to close the form. Okay. Select the data. Under data, you have to select the balance sheet. Under that, you can see that the balance sheet by the period. You have to select it. After selection, the form will be open. There are no valid columns of data for this form. Why? Because we didn't have any data, so it will show like this. If we enter any data, it will show the particular form. Why? Because present right now when I created the application, right? So the data will be not there, so it will show like this. And coming back to the documentation, uh, click the home page icon and select the rules, and click the launch and click the launch icon for the consolidation business rule. Okay. Come to back to the application, click on rules. These are the business rules which we can launch directly from here, business rule, and we can launch the rules from here only by launching by, for example, I want to launch this one. You have to select the launch option. Here you have to give the this particular dimension thing like entity scenario or entity year or period, entity period. We have to fill the details. We have to fill the members. After filling the member, you have to launch it. That is the process of business rules. And coming back to the documentation, and now select the home icon and select the valid intersection under the application cluster, and name started with the predefined FCCS on the valid intersection pages are predefined. Click on the valid intersection to view the details. Okay, I will show you in the navigation. Click on the navigator. Under that, on the application, you can see the valid intersection will be there. Click on valid intersection. These are the predefined valid intersections. For example, click on this. See, here you can see this is the anchor dimension and non-anchor dimension. This is the format of valid intersections. Coming back to the documentation, come to the next page, and in this practice we will learn how to manage the manage period in the FCCS application. Okay, now we will learn about the manage period. Click on home icon and select manage period under the application cluster, and verify the scenario as actual and select the year as 2020 or as suggested by the insulator note. In the order, change the scenario year to select the dimension and change the member. Then click on Go icon. Click the action icon at the end of the John row and open. We can see after opening that, we can see these two options open and close will be seen. And select open. Now the status as John will be changed to open. These options I will show directly in the application. Come back and click on the navigation and select the manage period, which will be under the application. Click on manage period. Here you can see the particular years will be shown in here. One is the scenario and year. Here you can see the months will be the Jan, Feb, March, and based on the documentation, I selected the FY 2020 means 2020 scenario. Coming to scenario, it should be in the actual. And here, based on the documentation, we should open the January month. Click on action and open. See, status has been changed to opened. That's the process of opening the manage period in the manage period. Coming back to the documentation, this process has been completed, and creating a custom navigation flow. In this practice, you will learn how to create the navigation flow, and as usual, we have to log in with the credential, and after logging the application, under the tools, you can see the navigation flow will be there. Click on the navigation flow, and There you can see create copy will one option will be there. Defaultly one option will be there. We have to select the default and create the default one as a copy, and give it the following name as a custom Anya now or Oracle 001. Then click OK. Okay, now I will create one navigation flow based on the documentation. Come back. Under the tools, you can see the navigation flow will be there. Click on navigation flow. Predefinedly one navigation flow will be there. You have to select that one. Basically it was in the select option only. Click on settings, create a copy, name as a custom now 001 00001. Okay, click on OK. Okay, one custom dimension has been added. After that, okay, click on the newly created navigation flow. Okay, remove the task and dashboard and infolate by the clicking the remove option icon. Then click yes in the dialog box that appears. And come to the next page. Now assign the navigation flow to the user. For any user or a group, click the magnify icon based on the assigning the box. I will show you in the directly in the navigation option, and we have here we have to select the service administrator as a group of the manage period. Okay, and then as a navigation flow. For that we have to select the application, and here you have to select the custom now Oracle 001. Based on the documentation, we have to remove the task and dashboard and info later. Click on yes. We have to remove the infolet also. So click on yes. Here we have to assign the particular role as a service administrator. Click on service administrator. Okay. Save and close. Yeah. Successfully we have been created the navigation flow as a service administrator. Coming back to the documentation, then select the inactive to make the navigation flow active. I shown you right here. You can select it. It will be previously it will be inactive. By selecting that option, you can create as a active. Select as a active, and now log out and log in the application. You will notice that the task and dashboard and infolet clusters do not appear on the home page anymore. Okay, for that we have to log out the application and log in the application once again. We have to log out. Click on OK. Now we have to give the credential and click on OK. Load. See, now you can see only data, journals, reports, these type options only you can see. You can't see the task and dashboard and infolets. Why? Because I created this navigation flow for this. Coming to the next one. Okay, repeated the step for repeated step from 1 to 3 at 1 to 13. This time give the name of the navigation flow as a custom nav 002 and remove the task from the navigation flow and assign to the power user. Same process we have to create once again. For that we have to give the we have to give power user access, and we have to remove the task. Okay, we have to go back to the application and click on tools. Here you can see the navigation flow will be there. Click on navigation flow. Okay, select the default and create a new copy. Create a copy, give name as a custom 002. Click on OK. Yeah, see, now we have been successfully, we have created the custom 002. Click on that, and we here you have to remove the task from here. I remove the task, and here we have to assign the power user. Click on OK. After save and close. Yeah, successfully I created the custom 002, and as default in the navigation flow as active, and set custom navigation nav 001 and custom nav 002 in inactive. Log out and log in as a admin. Okay, I mean here we can select as active also. Based on application, based on the documentation, we have to inactive the which we created previously. We have to inactive it and sign out and sign in. Click on sign out. We have to give the credential and we have to select OK. Okay, this is our previous form, previous navigation flow. I'm coming back to the documentation. Fourth topic is that the setting of financial consolidation and close dimension. For that, the overview in the application, you will learn to add the you will learn about to add the account and entity dimension members. In coming to assumption, you have completed the practice of lesson 2. Yes, we completed. And coming to the task, log into the EPM cloud as an admin with the password, and to add account dimension member. To add account dimension member, click navigator and then click on dimension under create and manage. Okay, then select account dimension and expand the FCCS balance sheet and expand the FCCS total balance, and under that the traditional approach, expand the FCCS total asset and then select the FCCS current asset account. Okay, I will show you in the navigation. For that, we have to select the navigator. Under the create and manage, you have to select the dimension. Under the dimension, you have to select the balance sheet. You have to select the tradition balance sheet. Under the current asset, you have to create a child based on the documentation. Now see, now click the add child. Clicking add child and assign name as an investment, and alias also should be in investment. Then click save. Okay, I will show you in the navigation. Okay, I select the current asset and I selected a child member, add child. You have to assign the name as investment. And the alias table should be, alias also should be in alias also should be in the investment. Okay, after that save. Yeah, see, under the current asset, you have been we created successfully one investment child member. Coming back to the documentation. Okay, now under the investment and under the investment account member, add child account by the selecting the investment and then clicking add child. We have to create one more child based one more child to the investment. For that, we have to give name as a investment current alias and investment current. And coming to data storage should be in the never share. Then click save. Okay. For the investment, I should create one more child as a investment current. For that, I will show you in the navigation. Click on the current set. Sorry, select an investment. Add investment. Current. Investment. Current. Oh, click on save. Okay. See now under the investment one, we have added one more child as an investment current. And coming back to the documentation, and add two more child account under the investment account with the following details. Okay. For the we have to add two more children to the investment. For that, we have to assign as a name as a these names we have to fill in the application. Based on this, I will create two more childs for the investment. Click on add child. Here we have to give the name as a okay. Click on save. Okay. After that, we have to add one more child for the investment. Click on investment and come back to the documentation. Okay. Here the data storage should be in the never share. Okay. I will change it to never share. Click on this and edit. The data storage will be in the under dynamic calc. We have to we have to select as a never share. Then click on save. Okay. The data storage has been changed to the never share. Now under investment, we have to create one more children. For that, add child. For that, we have to give this name as a crop bonds. Crop. Coming to alias as a okay. Click on we have to select as a never share in the data storage. Never share. Click on save. Okay. See, under the investment we have been created the three children. Yeah. See, as is what we seen here, we can see in the application. See, in the investment we have been created successfully. We have been created three childs. That's the process of adding the children in the account dimension. And coming to now entity dimension. Now select the entity dimension from the dimension drop down, and under that select FCCS total geography. Then add a child for the total geography as a name as a segment, and alias name is a segment. Base currency should be in USD, and click on save. Okay. Okay. We have in the dimension drop down we have to select the entity, and under entity you have to select the total geography, and you have for the total geography you should add a children. You should assign the name as a segment, and alias should also be in segment only. Segment. And currency should be in USD. Yeah, current base currency is in USD. Okay, click on save. Okay, for total geography, we have been successfully created a one children name as segment. After that, okay, uh, segment has been created. Similarly, added two children under the segment dimension. Give name as EN01. Alias also the EN01. Base currency should be in USD. Okay, click on segmentation and click add child and give as a EN01 EN01. For alias also you have to assign as a EN01. Click on save. Base currency should be in USD. Yeah, it is in USD. Click on OK. Yeah, see the under the segmentation one more child has been added. Similarly, now under the EN01 entity, add two more children entities with the following details: EN0 EN0105 EN0106. Okay, we have to assign these names in the application. Okay, select the EN01 and add child EN01 underscore 05 New York. New York. Oh, 05. Here you have to assign that New York. EN01 05 05 New York. Okay. New York. Okay. Base currency should be in USD. Yeah, base currency in USD. Click on save. Similarly, we have to add one more children for EN01. Click on EN01 and you have to add the children here. You have to assign as a EN01 score 06 and 06 based on okay. EN01 0006 underscore. Okay, the base currency in USD. Click on save. Yeah, successfully we added two children for the EN01. Yeah, coming to the next slide. Okay, add member to the moment dimension. In the coming to the task on the dimension page, select the moment dimension from the drop down. Select dimension. Under that, you have to select the moment. In that, we have to search for FCCS moment subtotal. Okay, you have to select here moment dimension. Moment dimension. Here you have to search for FCCS underscore MV consider MTS underscore sub subtotal, right? Okay, it should be in capital. Click on search option. See here you can see by searching that particular member, you can see in the moment dimension here what you searched in here. You can see that member in here. FCCS moment subtotal. Click on subtotal, and after that we have to add one more child for the moment dimension, and we have to give the name as a moment balance sheet. And the coming to alias also we have to give as a as a wish we want to give, other we want not, we should not to give any member, you can't give. For that we have to create a particular member for the moment for a moment subtotal. Click on moment subtotal and select the add child. Here you have to assign the moment balance sheet and click on save. See, under the moment subtotal, we have been successfully created in a balance sheet. And coming back to the documentation, yeah, successfully we have been created a child for the moment dimension for a particular moment balance sheet. And then click on save. Yes, here you can see I created right in here based on moment subtotal. Under that you have been created the balance sheet. That's the process of creation of moment dimension, adding child member in the moment. Then click on next. Adding currency. In this practice, we can learn how to add a currency in the particular currency dimension. For that, on the dimension page, we have to select the currency dimension from the drop down and select USD. Select USD in the intercompany, then click add currency. After that, after selecting the plus option, you have to select the URI, then click save. Okay, I will show in the navigation directly. Click on currency. Here under intercompany, we should add URI, right? For that, you have to select USD and click on plus option. Here you can see this type of currency was available in this application. So you have to select the which currency URI, right? Yeah, we have to select the URI. So UR. Yeah, here click on EUR and click on save. See under currency, under input currency, successfully we added the URI currency, and similarly add AUD, GBP and INR. Okay, AUD. Okay, click on USD and add. Click on AUD, and one more thing is that GBP. GBP and INR. INR. Then save. Okay. Now see, successfully we added the. Okay. Click on intercompany. Sorry, input currency. Successfully we added the AUD and the GBP and INR in the input currency. Successfully we added the particular currency. That's the process of adding the currency to the currency dimension. Yeah, successfully we completed the fourth chapter. Now we will enter into the fifth chapter. The chapter name is the important exporting the dimension members. For that, first we have to log in with the credential. After login, click on home page and click application. Under the application, click on overview, select the dimension tab and then click export. Export on the export metadata page, click create, and after that select the target location as a local to export the file to system. And after that we select the account and entity dimension to export the metadata. Okay, for the file type, select a comma delimited in the as a csv file and click export and save the local file location. Close the export metadata page. Okay, I will show you in the directly in the navigation. Click on home page and select the application. Under the overview card, you have to select Here you have to select the dimension, and here you can see the import option, export option will be that you have to select the export option. Based on the document, we have to select the create option, and we have to export the account dimension and entity dimension. You have to select the both dimension and click on export. See, now successfully we downloaded we exported the two particular dimension members in the local system, and we have to select as a comma delimited. So in folder, yeah, successfully I downloaded the account and entity dimension member, and here we have to extract the this zip file for that. Extract all. Okay. Yeah, after extracting, you can see the two folders will be created. One is for the account dimension. The one more thing is for the account for entity dimension. Okay, coming back to the documentation. Here you have to complete. Okay, completed. Coming to extract the export metadata file, zip file, and open the admin exported metadata account.csv file, and freezing the top row of the file from the view tab. Okay, based on the, okay, I will show you directly in the navigation only. This is the account dimension Excel sheet. Okay, based on the documentation, we have to fill the particular number in the Excel sheet. Okay, come back here. The account should be in total account, and the parent should be in account, and the ally should be in total account, and we have to fill the Excel sheet based upon this form. Previously I created one Excel sheet for this. Why? Because for assigning this name it will take more time. For that I created one Excel. I will show you that. Okay, see, under account I created as a total account. Here, come down, we should add a one more row for here. Okay, here I added as a account as a total account, and for parent I added as a account. Similarly I added these numbers in the Excel sheet, and after that keep the remaining details as then click on save. Name as a import file.csv. Then close the file, and if close the file, if promote it will promote to save the file. If we have any error, don't save. If it's successful, we have to save the file. Go back to the whole business process, and while still in the dimension tab, click import and click create. Selecting create. After selecting creator, we have to import the account data which we exported before in the application, and we made some changes, right? While giving for account as a total account, we have created in the Excel sheet. Here I added these members, total account and account, total account of false, true, dimension, member. These type of details have been created for the particular account dimension. Now I should add these particular members to the account dimension. I will show you directly in the navigation option only, and click on navigation. See, for example, click on dimension. Under the account dimension, in here I will add a total account by importing the data. I will show you how I can import the particular metadata account data in the application. For that, you should go back to the application and click on application and overview. Click on dimension. Click on import. You have to select the create option here. Yeah, here you can choose the particular file which you have been create changes in the previously. You have to select the choose file for account dimension. Uh, Previously, I created that one, right? Yeah, this is the data for the account dimension. Click on that. Click after that, open. Yeah, after that, you have to validate the Excel sheet. Okay. After that, we have to import the particular account data. Click on OK. Okay. You have to refresh for multiple time. It is under processing. It take 1 or 2 minutes for the completing the process. Again, you have to select the refresh. Here you should see as a complete, then only the process will be completed. Now it was under processing, so you have to select refresh option multiple times till the option should be shown as a completed. Up to that time you have to refresh the particular account dimension data. It is under processing. So see, this is the data is correct only. Yes, the data is correct. Yeah, see, now you can see this option, the status has been changed as completed. Coming back to the documentation, yeah, uh, yeah. Okay, click import and I click OK without checking the refreshing database. Click OK, then close all the dialog box and click jobs to check if the import is successful. Okay, if we have to check the job card for the if it is successfully added to the dimension or whether it was not added. You can see by the jobs card only. By selecting jobs card, you can see the refresh database of SDM currency rate has been successfully added. Okay, now select the dimension and see here. You can see the total account has been added and that alias name default name has been added as a total account and the data storage has data storage has stored as a store. See, by this you can add the particular member to the in the account dimension. Okay, come to the next page. Yeah, see, before I shown you, right, total account. Yeah, that's the process of adding the account dimension. And coming now import another account and entity dimension file available in the labs folder in a similar manners. File name account import.csv and file name as entity import.csv. File location lab. Okay, select the reference data mesh if import metadata successfully while importing and then click on OK. After that we have to check whether the entity data has been added to the entity or not. We have to check. For the checking purpose we have to select a job and here we have to check whether it was completed or error. Okay, for that I will go back to the application. Here we have to select the entity dimension, particular entity dimension. I extracted the entity dimension here. This is the entity dimension member. We have to import this data to the application. For that, we have to go back to the application and come back and select application cluster. After that, we have to select the overview and select the dimension and import. Here you have to select the create option. Before only we have been added for the account dimension, right? For now we have to add entity dimension. Click on entity and choose file, and under documents, under downloads, I extracted the particular file, and this is for account dimension, this is for entity dimension. I will select for entity and open. So the data has been added. Now we have to validate that. Click on validate. Yeah, successfully it was validated. Then import. Okay. Click on OK. And we have to refresh for multiple time to complete the process. It was now under the processing. Up to complete, we have to refresh the particular data. Yeah, the entity dimension, for the entity dimension we added the particular data. It was completed. Refresh, close. We have to check whether the data has been added to the entity dimension or not. For that, we have to select the jobs option. Yeah, so the refresh database SDM currency has been added. Successfully we added the entity dimension. And coming back to the documentation, and yeah, that's the process of adding the entity dimension and account dimension in the application. Today my topic has been done, Ravali. Over to you.
Thank you,
Hello?
Sudheer. Thank you, Sudheer.
Yeah, thank you, Ravali. Shall I stop my screen, Ravali? Hello?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, thank you.